Salutations guys, thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be talking about Dark Souls. I know I've talked a lot about Dark Souls, but something I want to do for you guys is any new player who is thinking about joining the game, or people who have already started playing the game and are just a little bit stuck on something. I'm going to take you on a little bit of an in-depth, not necessarily tutorial about the gameplay in general, but about letting Dark Souls teach you. Dark Souls is very much a type of game that requires you to let it teach you how to be played. If you go into it thinking, oh, I'm just going to charge in and try to wreck everything, and if it's hard, then it's bullshit. No, that's really not the case. You have to let the game teach you. Now, what I'm going to be doing is just providing some commentary over some early gameplay that I recorded earlier. The character customization, not a whole lot goes into this. You pick an appearance that you like, you pick a name that you like. For the gift, I picked the Master Key because it allows you to open up some doors, which can lead to some potential loot, which is something that is rewarded by exploration, and that's definitely something you want to take note of. Exploration is oftentimes rewarded. Now, I encourage you to watch the cutscene on your own time. I'm not going to show it now. I don't want to spoil it for you. This video is not about lore or anything. This is just me teaching some basic stuff about the game and letting the game teach you. So as you'll notice, this kind gentleman just dropped you down a corpse with a glowing item on it, which means it can be looted. Naturally, you want to loot it. You're in a cell, so how many things could it possibly be, right? Oh look, it's a cell key. Wonder what that's used for. Run down this hallway, test out your controls, your basic right bumper or right trigger, R1, whatever controller you're using. And yes, I do recommend that you use a controller over mouse and keyboard. You can thank me later. Run down the hallway, just follow the basic path. Since it's early in the game, you're probably not going to get thrown too many curveballs, so just follow all the paths that you're given. So you head out the door over here, and you notice something. Oh, look at that. It's a bonfire. That's your checkpoint. Light that bitch up. You're going to want it. Something I should know is that you should always be aware of your surroundings. If you see an open area like this, like a nice big room, raise an eyebrow. Oh, look at that. What's the first thing you should do when you see a big monster? Attack it, obviously. Oh, wait. You're doing, like, no damage. What can be done about that? That should strike you as odd, that you're not doing any damage to the thing. So, oh look, right behind you is a door that's open. Clearly you're meant to go that way. Another bonfire? That should be another indication that you're meant to go that way. Now, I would recommend resting at that bonfire if you die, so you don't have to respawn further back, but whatever. Now, you see that guy just launched an arrow at you? That open doorway is there for a reason. Take cover from it. You looted the shield, equip that shield, now you can block. You see, this is the game teaching you its very most basic systems. That guy's run from you. He's led you straight to another piece of loot. Oh, look at that, it's a sword. Go to the menu, equip that bad boy, and now you're ready. Our friend over here seems to have run away from us. Be prepared. He was ready to shoot at you when he came up the stairs. Environmental awareness is key here. Don't get greedy like I did. Definitely be ready for that. Oh. What are you going to do here? There's a few ways to go. Upstairs, downstairs. Oh, what's that up there? That's a ball. Get out of the way. You never want to charge into any Dark Souls experience just blind. You always want to expect the unexpected. Typically when there's an NPC like this fella right here, you're going to want to talk to him. He might have something for you, whether it's advice, an item, something. This early in the game, he's probably got some advice for you. You're obviously going to hear him out. You're not going to ignore him. He's an NPC this early in the game. He's meant to be listened to. Ringing the Bell of Awakening. That sounds like a quest to me. Anyone here who's played an RPG should recognize a quest. See that? He just gave you your healing items that you'll be using for the rest of the game. They replenish every time you rest at a bonfire, they replenish, so don't worry about that. But you definitely want to use them when you need them. And he gave you the key that directly unlocks where you would not have been able to go had you not stopped to talk to him. Now, as you see here, your first real mob placement. Narrow corridor, 2 melee, and an archer. Now, if you try to go all balls like I was just doing, you're going to get punished for it. Be patient, wait for them to attack, and counter them. Now, that archer can't really do much with your shield up and you're running at him, so just give him a whack. Now, you can go fog door or you can explore. Exploring right here, it just leads you to a mob. But he's different than others. Oh, look at that. You can parry him. Parrying is when you push your right trigger or your R2 at the second you're about to be attacked. When you do that, you do what's called a parry. Follow up with a quick R1 or RB, depending on your controller, and you will riposte him. It's high damage. The timing is tricky, but I promise it's rewarding. Now look at this. You're spawned on top of this little platform. What can you do? You fall down. You're half dead. This guy's just laughing at you. You're panicking. What do? He sits on you. Well, great start, right? So what do? You try to move. Boom. You're dead, bitch. Pretty disheartening, isn't it? Well, not if you approach it differently. Alright, so you're going through this fog gate. Make sure you're healed up. You have 5 flasks. Don't be afraid to use them. So you go here, and you realize his head's right beneath me. Walk off a bit further and hold R1 on the way down. Critical attack. Boom. You just messed up his head. Now he's a big monster with a long reach and a big weapon. What are you going to do? Are you going to stay in close where he can't hit you? Seems pretty cool, right? That seems like a viable strategy in my opinion. Or do you want to do what I did as a new player and many new players did? And do you want to back up and, like, you know, just be afraid of him? Don't be afraid of these bosses. Don't be afraid to get up and personal. They might punish you, but it's a lot better than if you stay at a distance and cower. See what I'm doing here? It's harder to dodge at a distance due to how long his windups are. You're gonna get punished. He's a fat bastard. Get up in there and hack away. 1, 2, he's down. GG. First boss in Dark Souls completed. You just received a humanity. I will discuss that in a little bit. You don't need to worry about that right now, but it will definitely be a handy resource as you get further in the game. Ooh, also, you just got 2,000 souls from killing that guy. When you level up at a bonfire, at your next bonfire that you get to, you'll be able to level up stats. I'll explain this some other time, so expect part 2 of this little tutorial video of how to let Dark Souls teach you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Next time we'll talk about leveling up and exploration. Until you guys see me again, live well.